welcome everyone. I'm Syria.
I'm Francesca.
And we're here with the Singaporean director Nicholas Ong and his short movie Scavenger, who participates into the international competition. So our first question is a reflection about your movie, which explores the social and psychological condition of a poor and homeless woman during the COVID-19 pandemic. Thus, poverty, disease, and religion seem to be extremely linked and intertwined. And another aspect of your movie is a strong solitude that we may perceive in many metropolises such as Singapore. So my question is, how does the city influence on the protagonist's loneliness? And have you noticed many other people living like Julianne, the protagonist, during your experience in Singapore?
Okay, I think firstly the reason why I wrote this story about Julianne is because I think that as a Singaporean, I feel like I keep thinking about myself, but I don't realize that there are many people who are living in poverty. Example, the cardboard collector, Julianne. So, before making the film Scavenger, we actually went to go and research more about this cardboard collector. So we went to actually live like them, that kind of thing. And we went to go and push trolleys, and collect rubbish, and collect cardboard. Yes. So what else did we do? Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, the second question is about COVID-19. Do you think that COVID made people less empathic, that we got used to see each other through screens and keep distances, that empathy will become our normality? And the second point of the question is, how has COVID-19 influenced and changed your life and the way you see the world?
Sorry, what's the first question?
Do you think that COVID made people less empathic?
Empathy. Okay, empathy. To a certain extent, I think they did. I think because the lack of communication, like physically, like meeting physically with other people, I think it's very hard to connect with each other if we keep on doing it like on screen and that kind of thing. And I think that the other question you were saying, how did it change COVID?
Changed your life, the way you see the world?
I think how it changed my life. I think there's some pros and cons. The pros would be it was easier to meet a lot of people at once, but I'm not sure how involved or like you might be there, but physically, but you might not be there. You might not be there spiritually, kind of thing. How it changed for my own team, I think that it was very hard because when we were going to do all this research or meet of how to plan the story, how to film the story, how to shoot the angles and all the art and all the art, I think it was very difficult because we weren't able to go out together as a team, so we had to work separately in 2 groups, 3 groups. So it changed how working as a team felt like. As soon as the restrictions slowly lifted, I think it got easier, but it was harder for the team to bond with each other. So I think that's very important to bond with the team because we all must be on the same page. So for my own team, I think we struggled with that.
In the very last shot, Julianne seems to have a sort of epiphany as she stares intensely at the camera. Her gaze is very cryptic. She looks as if she's going to commit suicide, but she looks brave and strong at the same time. So I wanted to ask you, did you interpret the last scene in a positive or negative way? And also, which kind of message do you want to send to the audience?
I think firstly, it was a negative way because early on in the other interview I shared that because the way I envisioned the film was where the audience will look at the film and realize that all the antagonists where they keep preventing Julianne from getting all the offerings and all the other items that she might need for the marriage. So I wanted to make the audience actually hate these people. So when I was building up to the last shot where she actually looks into the camera, is where I decided that I wanted to break the fourth wall and actually tell the audience that we are the reason why Gillian is at this state. We didn't actually notice the way she was living, how we were making her life even harder. So in that sense, it led to my own interpretation, but it's different interpretations for everyone, where she committed suicide. That's my own interpretation. So when she committed suicide, it was telling the audience that this is our fault for treating them like that. And I think the other reason for breaking the fourth wall was just wanted the audience to be more involved in the story as well.
Okay, Julian's life is completely devoted to her ritual, the marriage, but I think that we can't fully understand the reason of her loyalty. So, in your opinion, why is she so faithful to her spiritual procedure to the marriage?
So, actually, there's a bit of backstory for when I was creating Gillian and her husband's character. Before her husband passed, they were gonna get married. So before they got married, he got into an accident. So I'm not sure whether you all got see the dress, the red dress. So the red dress is actually made by her husband. So it symbolized her wedding dress because they were about to get married. So before she got married, the husband actually passed away. So that was the symbolization of the husband, the red dress. So even though that she found the new dress, she decided to throw it away and use that material to actually fix the old dress because that meant more to her. So, sorry, what was the question?
Why is she so faithful to the marriage?
For the reason when I wrote the story for the faithfulness of Gillian, I wrote it in a sense where all her life she just wanted to live. She just wanted to live, and because that's what her husband told her. But then when she was in the dream, the first part of the scene, she was actually in a dream. Her husband's actually calling her to come and save her because he might not even reincarnate anymore. So she thought when she passes away, she's able to actually meet her after death. So when she realizes that she might not be able to actually meet him anymore until she actually dies, that's what triggered her to actually fight for her husband. So I hope that answers the question.
Okay, we're done. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.